turn now to the ABC News reporting tonight that American intelligence officials warned the Trump administration as far back as late November that coronavirus could be a, quote, cataclysmic event.
ABC News has learned U.S. intelligence agencies were warning way back in November that an out-of-control disease was sweeping through China.
This came out of nowhere. Nobody would have ever thought a thing like this could have happened.
The November intelligence report determined the virus was changing patterns of life in China and posing a threat to U.S. forces, a threat to U.S. forces.
The Pentagon received an intelligence assessment on COVID in China last November from the National Center for Medical Intelligence of DIA.
Tonight, the president responded to the ABC News report.
When did you first learn about the intelligence, and could you have acted on it then?
Hey everybody, Pastor Fernie here. Here's the honest truth. I'm back here to do testing again. I'm retesting. My results came back negative last week. However, I just noticed something different, that every time I take a deep breath like this, I just start coughing. There's no way I can hold my breath and not cough. I don't know how to explain it other than it feels like, I don't know if you ever went to the beach all day or swimming all day and you get out of the pool or the beach and you take a deep breath and you feel a certain weird sensation in your lungs. That's how I feel continually. And so I'm just going to retest to be on the safe side and hope and pray that I do not have COVID. As far as all the other symptoms, I feel great. It's just when I breathe in like that, I cannot hold my breath. I start coughing. And I've been told that that is a self-check to find out if possibly you may have been infected with this virus. So I hope and pray that that is not true and that I'm fine. Thank you. A news article came out today, July 15th, that in Ventura County, 172 more cases, positive cases of COVID-19 have entered into Ventura County. I'm sorry to report that I am one of them. I tested before, got my results back, and they were negative. I just wanted to be on the safe side, go get tested again. And 30 minutes ago, I was informed that I'm positive. I'm about to have a doctor's visit over a video because they don't want to see you in person. And so I'm about to do that now. Veronica is on her way to be tested right now. Everybody else who lives with me is on their way to get tested right now. And anybody watching this virus is no joke. It's no respecter of persons, age, background. I don't care what kind of job you have, how much money you make. You could be homeless and you can be sitting in office somewhere in the political atmosphere, in the political sphere. You can be the president of the United States. You can be a celebrity. This virus is no respecter of persons. And I have been as safe as possible. Every time I leave this house, I have a mask on. I don't know how in the world I contracted this virus. It is vicious. Somehow it seeps into somebody's body. I have been as safe and preventative as possible. I do not know how this has infected me. So please, everybody, Wear a mask. Don't go out if you don't have to. And you're hearing people telling you this, but please hear it from me. And if I have any influence on just one person, that's all that matters. But one person. Because one person represents 1,000. So please, you guys, respect these guidelines. It's real, okay? We'll see what my doctor says. I love everybody. God is good. I know God will heal me, and I'm praying that everybody else is okay who lives here. Poor Veronica. She hasn't even, she's not going to be able to see her dad for the last time. She won't be able to attend her own father's funeral. And you know what? I applaud her for that. She's not going to put her family at risk. I just found this out 30 minutes ago. I called her. She's the first person I called. And immediately she said, I can't be around anybody. I'm not going to put anybody in harm's way. And she's paying the price without her seeing her father after he's passed. But she's at peace with that. And I love her so much. She's such an amazing woman. I'm just feeling really weak. Coughing. It feels like there's something in your lungs. Your chest is tight. There is shortness of breath. I'm going to see what my doctor's going to say right now. As a matter of fact, I'll put that on this video, this appointment with my doctor. God bless you guys. Thank you for your prayers. Keep us all in your prayers. Thank you. This is what's helping me. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a call from my doctor right now. I'll show you guys how all of this works. You know, they don't want to see people in person no more. So, which I totally understand because this virus it's highly contagious. It's just hard to breathe. I mean, I don't want to say that. Okay, I'm like suffocating or nothing, but it's hard to take deep breaths because if you take a deep breath, you start just choking. You start coughing. It's almost like, the best way I could describe it is if your lungs have a number from 1 through 10, 10 meaning that's the deepest inhale you can take. Once you inhale around 7 or 8, your lungs just like spit you back out and you start coughing, you start choking. And so that's kind of the best way I could describe it when it comes to breathing. So I have an oxygen, I forget what it's called, but it's an oxygen reader basically that I'm supposed to gauge my oxygen levels to just make sure that I'm at normal oxygen. So that way, if I'm not at normal oxygen, then I need to probably go to the emergency room so that way I can get oxygen.
So I I'm understanding you tested positive.
Yes, I did.
Okay, I mean, that's an important thing to be able to monitor to determine if you're going to continue to be contagious or not.
Well, I mean,
is there in-
I've been self-isolated since Saturday when I went to go get my test.
Saturday the 11th is when you got tested.
Yeah, and I've been self-isolated since then. So this is no joke. I'm not sure. It may be backwards, but 104. I'm telling you, these fevers are no jokes. All I could do is just keep taking Tylenol and I probably should take all this off. It's just freezing. I feel cold, but I'm really hot. Just Tylenol, Pedialytes, and a lot of water. I'm telling everybody, respect this virus. This is pretty much my COVID-19 corner. Everything you need to survive COVID-19. It's very hard to breathe, by the way. There's two important things. You got to take your temperature. You do not want the coronavirus fever. Today I had a high fever. Got to watch out for that. And then, of course, the pulse oximeter. This actually gauges how well you're breathing and how much oxygen levels are getting in. Very important. And of course, like I said, I got these antibiotics and then these capsules to my cough. They want this dry cough to try to loosen up so it doesn't take all the room in my lungs. One thing you're going to experience is bad headaches. Bad headaches. One of the worst, aside from how the rest of your entire body just begins to break down with pain. So a lot of Tylenol, extra strength Tylenol, but your body just feels weak. You can't even get up, walk, and you move from one place to another and you lose your breath. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. Thanks to everybody who's gotten through your hope. If you could do it, I could do it. We will do this. So just watching people's videos and testimonies, how they got through, you're my inspiration. And hopefully at the end of this, I'll be able to inspire somebody else. Today's the first, we're in the first few days of this COVID-19, and so they say that's the worst. I just can't wait to get to the halfway point. But keep us in prayer. Thank you.
At least 6 people have died in an outbreak of the new coronavirus, which has now reached the United States. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has confirmed the first U.S. case has been detected in Washington state. The patient, who is in isolation, recently returned from Wuhan, China, where the SARS-like respiratory illness was first detected last month.
We can't make my father-in-law's funeral because I have COVID-19 and Veronica can't even make her own dad's funeral. So somebody is Instagramming us live right now. Well, not live, but Instagram video call.
Dad, Manuel Gallo, some years back, made that commitment also to follow the Lord Jesus Christ. The absent from the body has to be present of the Lord. And we do not.
That's my brother-in-law Joe, my brother-in-law Manuel, and my brother-in-law Pastor Steve are all three doing the service.
Once you leave this body, your spirit and soul goes directly to heaven.
This is
Amen. And that's why Paul
COVID-19.
said, it is better if I leave this body, I will be with the Lord. Daughter-in-law. And Veronica Franco, Fernando, along with his grandchildren, of the coronavirus. And so you can be seated. And I want to close in that. And I'm going to pass it on. It was crazy, right? To say the least. You know, because of the COVID, we had to navigate, through, day after day. It seemed like we were just navigating where we're going to meet at.
You know, it's pretty sad that
Can you ask all their daughters
Hold on.
wants to get a massage? Can you tell my sister Mary to
It's
stay
pretty
by
sad
and
that
put it in the freezer?
the impact that COVID-19 has had. I thank God for
She
technology.
said something about you guys are supposed to get something for the wrist.
For the wrist.
Steven.
For the wrist. Yeah.
You did a good job. It was a beautiful service.
Oh, thank you.
You did a good job. I was just telling Beto, all the girls got a first massage.
You know, it's sad that Veronica has to be away from her dad's service like this.
So I just said,
You know, the impact, the domino effect. That's why I'm putting together this documentary, because it's important that people respect the guidelines. You know, everybody can have an opinion on, the government shutdown and the restaurants and the fitness centers and the bars, and the list goes on. Churches. I'm a pastor. My wife and I are pastors, and believe me, my flesh wants to say, forget this virus. Nobody's going to shut us down. And who is people to say we can't have church? And I get it. I understand those of you who still feel that way. And there's some extremists that say, if I die, I'll go to heaven. And praise God for you, if that's your perspective and that's your relationship with God and your faith level and your view of things. But I guess we have to think beyond just ourselves, that, okay, if I die, I'll go to heaven. But what about those who will be left behind? What about your children and your mother What about your friends? If you pastor a church, what about your congregation? You'll be gone, but they'll all remain here. And they're the ones who have to suffer. I think we have to be good stewards of the temple of the Holy Spirit. And this too shall pass. This virus will eventually leave this globe. Who knows how long it will take, but we will all be back together in church, worshiping God, where it will be safe again. There are over 500,000 people who have died already because of this. And sad to say, a lot of the deaths have come about through social gathering, whether that be in nightclubs or it may be in movie theaters or weddings, funerals, church services. But you get this from person to person. And when you're around people, that's how you're going to get it. And now me being, I've known people who've had COVID, and that's what caused me to have a greater respect for it. But now that I have it, I have grandchildren, I have a spouse, my wife, we're not even quarantined together because we don't know if she has it or not yet. Last test she took was negative. I'm praying it stays negative, but I don't think it's wise for her to be in the same room as me if I can spare her of catching this. If her results come back and they're positive, then we'll be back together again. But as long as she's negative, I do not want this on her. But it's sad to see the domino effect, where my own wife couldn't even be at her dad's funeral. She didn't see her dad's body for the last time. Once I found out I was positive, I called her while she was in Santa Maria, about to go to the funeral home to see her dad. And because she has a respect for this virus, she decided to just come back home immediately, because she did not want to infect anybody if she's infected. I love her for that. And I know she'll see her dad again. And I will see my father-in-law again. But everybody watching, please listen. God forbid I worsen. But the way I feel right now, non-stop headaches, fever. It comes, it breaks, it comes, it breaks. Weak. It's hard to get up and walk around. Breathing is short because your lungs tighten up with whatever this thing is that enters into it. I'm fine, nothing to worry about. My oxygen level's fine. I'm checking it often. My son checks up on me often. I'm fine, don't worry about me. But this documentary, it's not about me. It's for everybody who's watching this who possibly don't think it can happen to you. I knew it can happen to me, and I still took preventative measures, but somehow, like I said, this virus is vicious. I don't know if it seeps through masks, I don't know, man. It's invisible. What we know is what we already know from all the research. But I'm sure there's more stuff out there that we don't know about how people are catching this. Please, you guys, be careful. And I can't wait till I show this last video clip of me healed, well, better. And you guys, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Let's go back to see what's going on at the burial.
The tablecloth. I took them off because Fernie goes, they're going to get wet.
So that's her dad's casket.
Beto,
Yeah. Can you talk to my sister Mary? Yep.
Hey, Veronica.
Hi, Sissy.
Hi.
The service was beautiful.
It was, huh?
It was so pretty. Let me see your face mask. Yeah,
Wait,
that
wait.
side. The other side. The other side. Wait, show me made in Texas and pause because I'm taking a picture.
What?
Manny took a picture of you already.
Oh, okay.
Okay, perfect. Mary,
What?
don't forget to stamp the tablecloth back with Steve and Isabel.
No, yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know, but to see if I remember. No, not really. No, I'll tell him to remember me.
Yeah, it was so beautiful.
It was. I'm glad.
Probably one of the most beautiful funerals.
Yeah. Fernie, Francisco, look at you. Okay. Okay. His coffin's pretty, huh?
So pretty.
I know. Yeah. Beautiful.
So Pastor Fernie's microphone is on mute. He needs to turn on it.
Yeah. There he goes.
Hey, Vero.
Fernie.
Hey, with all of you.
Francisco.
Wait, is that Mary or Vero?
Hello.
Oh, hey, Maria. Hey, the service.
You heal quickly, Pastor.
Thank you.
Fernie, Francisco.
Hey, man, your brothers did so awesome. I, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I said your brothers did so awesome.
They did, huh? That was beautiful. I know, man, it surprised me.
I think that's why I got the coronavirus, because that's the only way God will get my butt out of the way of your guys' services.
Yeah, well, it was nice. It would have been really special with you there also, but yeah, it was awesome that they got to, do it for their dad.
I know. It was really beautiful. Gosh, man. I think your dad would have been so proud to see his boys doing that. I think that's so special.
This is day 3 of quarantine, and body aches, headaches. The queens have a little bit of fever last night, but for the most part, everything is good.
I was watching a YouTube premiere tonight on Fernando Vargas's fight with COVID-19, and he fought it like a champ. He's fighting it like a champ. I feel like a big sissy on how I've been fighting this. So I'm going to call him right now. He doesn't know I'm going to call him. Hopefully he'll pick up. I just want to ask him some questions. And either I'm a big sissy or he's a big champ. I hope he is a big champ. I don't even know if that makes sense. I don't know. Hopefully his symptoms weren't as bad as mine. but he sure made it look like he just took a walk through a beautiful park with this COVID. But let me see if I could contact him, and I just need some advice on how to fight this thing here. I could do this now because my fever's down. I feel really good right now compared to how I've been feeling, okay? So let's see if I could get him on the line. Okay, I'm recording, so let's see. Okay, I'm gonna FaceTime him now. He does not know I'm doing this. I think I won't tell him until we are in the middle of the conversation. He won't get mad at me. He's my spiritual son, so I think he'll be okay. Let's see here. Okay, let me FaceTime him here. Let's see here. Hey, Feroz. There you go. Hey, Feroz, can you hear me? How are you? Oh, yeah, we're going up there. We're getting up there. Hey, listen, I'm calling you because after watching your YouTube special tonight, you made COVID-19 look like you were fighting a amateur with 3 months experience. And I'm over here suffering like a little baby, fever, sweating, complaining. What are you just stronger than me or what? Oh, wait, I'm sorry, hang on.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, tell me.
Since I was a kid, I've been able to take pain, like, and pain was like when I fought Trinidad, he had cast, and I don't remember fighting. I don't even remember bits and pieces of the fight because after the fight, I told my wife, "This guy's not a human." She was like, "What do you mean?" Well, this guy's not a human. I go, "How many times did it look bad when I went down?" She goes, "She got up every time." I said, "What? How many times did I go down?" I didn't know that I got down, knocked down 5 times and I got about 5. I don't remember that. I don't remember like maybe getting knocked down 1 time. I don't remember the 5 times. So what it is, I don't know. God made me this way, Pastor, that I'm able to take pain and like everybody can be sick at my house and I never get sick. That's why. But when I've gotten sick, I've had to be hospitalized. So that's one thing. So like right now, I'm like, my wife is not bad either, but she was worse than I was at the beginning, and I was not even. I just had headaches and I had maybe fever one day a little bit, and that's it.
But Martha had pneumonia, right?
Pneumonia.
And she fought this thing with pneumonia.
Yeah,
Man.
She already finished. I mean, having pneumonia, we took her to the hospital.
I know.
She was in there to give her IV. I was there for a few hours waiting for her, and so,
Hey, but did you get fever? Have you gotten fever through this virus?
One time from the beginning.
Was it over 100?
Maybe over 100, a little bit, not even, maybe 95, 96.
You know what my fever was? Today? 104.
No. See, you need to relax.
I know, 104. But I've been taking, they gave me antibiotics and they gave me stuff for my cough, and I've been just taking Mucinex and Gatorades and Pedialytes and all of that.
All I'm drinking is Gatorade and Tylenol. That's it. And I don't have no more
I have headaches still, so that's why I'm a little scared that
So
somebody still got headaches.
so the headaches, the headaches has been with you all these 13,
Yeah,
14
yeah,
days.
yeah.
Man, I know my headache too, man. It like comes,
I took it every 5 hours. And I took my Tylenols every 5 hours.
man. But
But
so
I mean, we're gonna go on Monday. Hopefully we don't, you know. Hopefully, you know, on Monday that, you know, this is gone.
yeah, in Jesus' name, man. But and if it's gone, are you still gonna have to isolate, or are you just gonna be careful with the mask and all that
So
stuff?
just be careful with the mask.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna start, you know, we need to open our gym up. This is crazy.
I know. It's like a domino effect. It's just like it don't stop, you know? Um,
You know, before I never knew nobody else was infected. Now I know all kinds of people that are infected.
I know. I know. It's like it's out of control. It's out of control. But anyways, listen, so this call's being recorded if you didn't know.
Well, that's fine.
But
I don't cuss when I talk to you. I mean, you know, I try not to cuss that out.
but because after I saw your YouTube thing, I was like, I feel like a big baby, you know. I'm over here all acting like a little baby, and on your YouTube video, you were like, you could have still been training, sparring, and running in the middle of COVID.
Yeah.
I think you're just built different than me. That's what it is. Yeah.
I'm just telling you, before I said, it used to take me a long time to get drunk. And I used to drink, I'll drink. I'll drink. He's a big dude, you know. I would outdrink everybody, you know, and they'll be like, I can't believe you're still drinking. I can't believe you know, I just.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I come from parents.
Yeah.
So,
But you have a stronger immune system and body than anybody, because when you were drunk and I was around you, I would get drunk off of your burps. You would just burp and you'll burp and I'll get drunk. Hannah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Make me happy.
Okay, count of 3.
1, 2, 3.
I'll say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hands, I did, and place them both in mine. Angel! Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. And you deserve to see me dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And I'm your style. You make me wanna cry. And I beg to see you dance just one more time. So let's say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, yeah. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again.
Hey everybody, so today was looking good, but then I got my fever started rising again. So I'm just soaking like in a cold, lukewarm bath, just trying to bring this fever down. I guess, I don't know. This is roller coaster stuff. It comes up and down, up and down. So I'm on my 7th day of quarantine, 7th day of obviously being infected. They say that the first 7 days are the toughest. So I'm praying, and I have people praying for me that I'm gonna start getting better from here on. So this is the life. COVID-19, this is what you deal with. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, brothers, sisters, acquaintances, leaders in the church, Christians, pastors, ministers, please know that this is real. No one is exempt. And like the title of this documentary says, COVID-19, it's no respecter of persons.
The coronavirus pandemic that popped up globally in 2019 and 2020 caught plenty of folks by surprise. And it didn't take long for the world to learn that celebrities aren't immune to the virus, also known as COVID-19. One of the players on the Utah Jazz tested positive for coronavirus. That baller turned out to be Rudy Gobert, who broke the news on his Instagram page, writing, "The first and most important thing is, I would like to publicly apologize to the people that I may have endangered."
It's all about protecting yourself.
When the news broke that a member of Brazilian President Bolsonaro's staff tested positive for coronavirus in March 2020, that caused concern for Miami Mayor Francis Suarez, who had recently met with the leader.
During the president's visit to Miami on Monday and Tuesday, I was in the same room as the president and the infected staff member.
Shortly thereafter, Suarez once again took to Instagram to announce that he tested positive for COVID-19. COVID-19 has also been spreading throughout the land down under, according to the Australian government. That's where actor Tom Hanks and his wife Rita Wilson were when they started feeling ill, according to a post on his Instagram page. He wrote in his caption, "To play things right, as is needed in the world right now, we were tested for the coronavirus and were found to be positive." You might not think of James Bond or his many lady friends as especially susceptible to illness, but one Bond girl did test positive for coronavirus, Ukrainian-born actress Olga Kurilenko. In a post on her Instagram page, she wrote, "I've actually been ill for almost a week now. Fever and fatigue are my main symptoms. Take care of yourself and do take this seriously." Kurilenko also said that she was locked up at home while sick, which prompted people to ask her why she had quarantined at home instead of at a hospital. Her answer? Because hospitals are full and they are only taking patients that are struggling with life, if I understand correctly. She was also careful to assure her fans that she would call an ambulance if necessary. As to where Kurilenko contracted the illness, she said, "Impossible to know." Beloved British actor Idris Elba took to Twitter to share an unfortunate announcement on March 16, 2020. He'd tested positive for COVID-19. He wrote in the caption, "I feel okay. I have no symptoms so far, but have been isolated since I found out about my possible exposure to the virus." He encouraged people to stay home and be pragmatic, noting that he'd keep his followers informed about his health. Elba also shared a video in the tweet in which he discussed the details of his diagnosis and implored his followers to take the situation seriously.
Now's the time to really think about social distancing, washing your hands.
Elba implored his fans to forget their partisan differences and come together to take care of each other.
Now's the time for solidarity. Now's the time for thinking about each other.
So I haven't made it public yet that I've been infected with COVID, but I guess people are finding out little by little, and thank you to those who are bringing me stuff that I need. I can sure use another bottle of this. This is really helping me with my electrolytes. I'm telling you, this is key. This is what you gotta drink all day to stay hydrated. I never drank so much of this in my life. Okay, so I'm gonna FaceTime my mom right now. She FaceTimed me the other day. I had no idea it was her. She was calling me from my niece's phone. And she got me at a bad day. I was really feeling weak, and I didn't know it was her. I thought it was my niece. And I think I kind of scared her because my poor mom, she was crying, you know, when she found out I got COVID, and then she called me and and I was just laid out. I had high fever. I was not feeling good, and she saw me like that. So right now I'm feeling good. I have no fever. I don't feel weak right now. I'm feeling strong. So she tried to FaceTime me earlier because she wanted to talk to me. She sent me over some enchiladas and rice, and she's a little bit worried, but I'm gonna show her this side of me right now. I'm strong. I'm feeling good, so that way she could just be at peace. So I'm gonna give her a call. Okay, let's see if she answers. Okay.
We've been praying for you. We've been praying for you.
I can feel your prayers. Thank you, my Puerto Rican brother.
Hold on, Grandma's getting in the bathroom really quick. She's gonna come out right now, okay? Say hi, Uncle Fernie. Hi, Uncle Fernie.
Hi, sweetheart.
Oh my God, you look so good.
Hi, Tori.
Ah, you look good. How do you feel?
I feel stronger today.
Good.
Yeah.
You look a lot better.
I've been eating enchiladas and rice and Pedialyte. Wow, they were good. It tasted good to me.
Good, man. You look so good.
Yeah, thank you.
Was it painful?
It's painful. You have the main thing is just you're super weak, bad headaches, your body hurts, fever. I had a fever the other day at 104.2. And so the doctor almost made me go to the ER, but I just started drinking. I drank like a whole gallon of Pedialyte, and I put cold rags over my head, and I got my fever down, and it hasn't came back. The highest it came back now was like 100.3 or something like that, which is not high enough to go to the emergency room, so that's good. So I just been hydrating myself. I just been drinking nothing but water and fluids and Tylenol, and they gave me some antibiotics, and they gave me some other medication for my cough. But I just been the main thing is headaches, body aches, fever, and you're just weak. You're so tired and so weak.
Yeah. Well, thank God Fernie was there to help you, man.
Yeah, he's still here. He checks up on me, and he's always bringing me food and just water and stuff like that.
Man, thank God that you're okay.
I'm fine. I'm gonna be okay. I'm on my halfway mark. So if I would have had to be hospitalized, it would have been done already. I thought I was going to be hospitalized when I had that high temperature. The doctor almost sent me to the ER, but I was like, let me just get the fever down. I could get it down and I'll be okay. And
how much more days do you have to be in your room?
7.
Oh, and you're in your what?
I'm on my 7th day, so you have to be quarantined for 14 days. I mean, this is my strong look right here, but I'm still tired though. You just feel weak.
All you can.
You feel weak constantly, and so that's why you're just always laying down. But you have to move. You have to get up and move, so that way you don't develop any blood clots in your body.
Yeah, just walk around, and I mean your little room there, jump on the bed.
Yeah, I know. But
but you do look good. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, I'm okay. Don't worry, Mom. I'm fine. I'm getting better, and I'll call you ever so often. Thank you for the enchiladas. They came in handy.
Yeah, do that. I do. I want to see that you're completely well. Completely well.
Yeah, I'm getting better.
Good. You even sound better and look better.
Hey, everybody. It's about almost 1 in the morning. And to be quite honest with you, all you do is sleep all day with this. Your body gets just so much body aches. It's hard to walk. You don't even want to be up and around. But I don't know, I probably really have been asleep all day today. I don't know, 12 hours, 14 hours. Been up just for a little bit. Anyways, it's about that time. Thank you guys for being along on this journey with me. I'm only making this documentary for one reason, because for those of you who don't take this serious, it's not something you want to go through. Thank God I'm healthy enough not to be hospitalized, not to be placed on a ventilator, having to fight for my life. I'm fighting, but I don't think I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting for this virus to leave my body. But I'm telling you, this is this is what you want to be drinking. This is probably like my 5th jug. Drink it all day that I'm awake, in the morning, afternoon, in the evening. And I try to go to bed. Hopefully I'll fall asleep fast tonight. Good night, everybody. Thank you for your prayers. I don't remember the last time I woke up this late. I can't believe it's 11:10 in the morning. So here we go again. I'm telling you, this is a lifesaver. I'm actually starting to feel stronger. I'm starting to feel better. This is day number 8. Day number 8 of me being quarantined, knowing obviously that I did have the virus. 8 days ago, I didn't know that then because I was just testing, but I got the results back, and so now I know that for sure. I've had this for 8 days, but I'm telling you guys, if any of you watching and if you get infected with COVID-19, this here is a lifesaver. Okay, it's a lifesaver. This will give you the strength that you need. So me and brother Petey Light have become best friends. And since I've been on this quarantine, I shaved and I got this new look now. I'm sorry, my hair's all messed up. I should have gelled it so I don't look like a freak. But yeah, so that's my new look. I'm just going to let it grow back out. I hate it. But here's to you, Petey. Petey and your light, homie. Well, yeah, I am feeling stronger, and today I'm contacting somebody to see if we could reserve the amphitheater right there at the marina behind Coffee Bean. I would love to have an outdoor church service at that amphitheater on Sunday, August the 9th. And I want to call it Sunday Heaven at the Harbor. So there's an amphitheater there, and I'm going to see if this person can contact the city to see what kind of permits we need to pull. But I would love to have church outdoor at the amphitheater, calling it heaven at the harbor. And so pray that that goes through. If it does, you'll hear more about it. So I'm just texting somebody to get a hold of the right people at the city, so that way we can go ahead and have church freely outdoors, since we can't have it inside. Summer's here. August is going to be a nice time, nice time of the year. So I miss church so much. I miss seeing everybody. I can't wait to get together there. If we can't gather indoors, then let's gather outdoors with, of course, all the CDC guidelines. Hey, look at me. This is real. We got to really protect ourselves. So by then, this virus will be completely out of my body. I will be totally geared up, protected, because I do not want to get this again, and I don't want anybody else to get it. So I'm going to just try to model and lead by example, but pray for that, okay? August the 9th, heaven at the harbor. So it's going to be awesome. Let's see if they can do this for me here. So I'm back in bed again, out of nowhere. Gosh, I just became overwhelmingly sleepy. So I had to come back and lay down on my bed. You just have to pay attention to your body. That's how you're going to get better. But as I was laying down, I found the mask cover that I got my mask from, and I think I realized how I caught this virus. Can you believe what the packaging on this bag says for my mask? It says mask, and then Spanish, mascarilla, and it says washed and reused more than 20 times. It says made in USA. This is a huge error. It says washed and reused more than 20 times. And me, like a stupid, I still opened it up and wore it. But I don't really think that this is what it really is. I think what they were trying to say is that you could wash this mask and reuse it up to 20 times. But it says, I needed a good laugh. It said washed and reused more than 20 times. I think I know how I got sick.